It sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Cleveland Browns. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. A first carry now for Thompson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, check. Let's go. Hey, we're 33. Hey, orbit.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Here we go. Hey, alert. King, I got you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full play.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At Washington as they come onto the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Josh Doxson's got it complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down. They are going for it. Keenum. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Regular. Hey, keep it up. Let's move. And we got Mike, number 53. Alert.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum going up top. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. It's been a good 1st half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That's going to be caught. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and through, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 39, Keenum is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with it?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
You got 3 down.
Hey, Haywood!
They do go for it. It's Keenum looking long for his tight end read, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about that.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Mayfield on play action. And Callaway taking it in left side. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. goes. Kareem Hunt on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A first throw for the backup, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A deep ball for Dotson. He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there,
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Kings! Hey, Delta. Let's get some penetration here.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. It got his man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down, and the Browns are pouring it on. Extra point safely through, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 78 yards. And the Browns continue to roll. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
42. Redskins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on. Hold up. Give this ball back to the offense.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's brought in by Dodson. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Here's Haskins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jannard Avery coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Second down, Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around, that finishes it off in the end zone.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Browns 49, Redskins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. 50 seconds, run. We don't want this. That's it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard.
Time to bring the bass back.